Students, once again I'm here to connect you all through online classes, and in my previous video I have given you some important and applicable based questions which are really useful to your board exam, and this video also I'm going to give you some more important questions related to chemical reactions and equations. Children, before going to discuss the questions, I want you to know the secret of success and what are the steps to climb to get success. So children, first thing is to get success, you should get to work. You should make up your mind or set your mind to learn some new concepts so that which are really useful to your career. Children, you should set your mind, you should make up your mind to learn some new things or new concepts which are really useful to your career. And the second step is keep working. Children, you should work till you understand the concept, and you should go on working without stopping. The third step is don't stop, go on and on till you get the success. And always you get success when you think with good ideas, and when you do and do and do again and again and go on doing it till you get success. That will really give you a good success, children. So think with good ideas, do again and again, keep on doing till you get good success. From chemical reactions and equation lesson, what are the important concepts you are going to concentrate for your board exam? The first is chemical reaction, types of chemical reactions, oxidation and reduction reaction, corrosion and rancidity. So based on these concepts, you are going to learn the important questions. The first question is 1 mark questions. We shall start with 1 mark question, children. Which is a chemical change? Whether rusting of iron or melting of iron. Which is the chemical change? Whether rusting of iron or melting of iron. So children, chemical change is a change which leads to formation of new substance, children, where the reactants combine to form a new substance. So rusting of iron and melting of iron. In rusting of iron, you get a new substance. In melting of iron, you get the same substance. So the answer is rusting of iron. You have to write rusting of iron. Now the second question is state the law which is kept in mind while we balance a chemical equation. So while balancing a chemical equation, what is the law? The law is called law of conservation of mass. Law of conservation of mass. So according to this law, energy can neither be created nor destroyed. Mass or energy you can take. Energy can neither be created nor destroyed. So this is the law which we keep in mind while balancing the chemical equation. So law of conservation of mass or energy is the law which we have to keep in mind while balancing equation. The next 1 mark question is state any one difference between a physical and a chemical change. So one difference you have to give. Physical change, no new substance is formed. No new substance is formed. The same substance will be repeated, children, in a physical change. Whereas chemical change, new substance is formed. A new substance is formed. So change. Okay, children. So what happens when calcium oxide or CaO is added to water? So what happens? Calcium oxide is also called quicklime. So what happens when quicklime or calcium oxide is added to water? So when calcium oxide is added to water, you get calcium hydroxide. Okay, quicklime. You can write when quicklime is made to react with water, you get slake lime or calcium hydroxide. Understood, children? So very important. What happens when calcium oxide is added to water? You get calcium hydroxide. Now which is very important for exam, children, balance the following chemical equations. They may give you the statement or they may give you the equation. So if they give you equation, iron plus water gives you iron oxide plus water. So we shall balance. How many atoms of iron here? 1. Here 2. So to make it 2, add 2 here, children. So how many atoms of hydrogen here? Here 2. Okay, 2, 2. How many atoms of oxygen here? Here 4. So you make it 4. Now check once again. F is 2. Here 2. Hydrogen is 4 2s are 8. Here only 2. So add 4 here. 4 2s are 8. 4 2s are 8. How many atoms of oxygen? 4. Here 4. Equation is balanced. Now we'll come to calcium oxide plus water. Calcium 1. Here 1. Oxygen is 1 and 1. 2 children. In the reactant side you have 2. In the product side also you have 2. Hydrogen 2. Here hydrogen 2. Equation is balanced. Now lead nitrate plus potassium iodide. So remember this equation is very important children. Remember lead nitrate when made to react with potassium iodide. You get lead iodide, potassium nitrate. Lead nitrate, potassium iodide, lead iodide, potassium nitrate. Pb1 here 1. N is 2. N is 2. Here only 1 N. So to make it 2, put 2 here in front of the compound. O is, oxygen is 3 2s are 6. Here 2 3s are 6. Potassium is 1. Here you have 2. So put 2. So 2 potassium, 2 potassium. 2I, I2. Okay children? Equation balanced. The fourth one is barium chloride, sodium sulfate. When they are reacted, you get barium sulfate plus sodium chloride. So, barium chloride, Ba is 1. Here 1. Cl is 2. Here only 1. Put 2. Here sodium is 2. Here sodium is 2. Sulfur is 1. Here 1. Oxygen is 4. Here 4. Equation is balanced. Now, lead oxide plus carbon. Lead plus carbon dioxide. Pb is 1. Here lead is 1. Oxygen is 1. Here 2. So, to make it 2, put 2 here. So, 2 lead, 1 lead. So, 2. 2 lead, 2 lead. 2 oxygen, 2 oxygen. 1 carbon, 1 carbon. Equation is balanced. Manganese oxide plus hydrochloric acid. You get manganese chloride plus water plus chlorine. Mn is 1. Here 1. Oxygen is 2. Here only 1. So, make it 2. Hydrogen is 1. Here 4. Okay children. 2 2s are 4. Put 4 here. Okay. Then chlorine is 4. Here you have 2. Put 2. Once again Mn is 1. 1 Mn. Mn is 1. Here Mn. Here oxygen is 2. Here 2 oxygen. Here hydrogen is 4. 4 hydrogen. Chlorine. Here 4 Cl. Here Cl2. Here Cl2. Okay children. Here you should not put. Here 2 chlorine. Here also 2 chlorine. The equation is balanced. The next question is write the chemical equations of the following reactions with an example each in which the following change has taken place. So you have to give a chemical equation. Okay children, change in color. So change in color means you can take any chemical where after reacting it produces different color. For example, you can take lead plus copper chloride. So what is the color of copper chloride? Is green in color children. So after the reaction, so you get lead will react with chlorine children, replacing copper. So lead chloride PbCl2 plus copper. So this green color after reacting will lose the color and become colorless. Understood children? So they are asked to change in color. So this is green in color. After reacting it changes to colorless. You can take one more example, that is lead nitrate. PbNO3 twice is a lead nitrate when made to react with potassium iodide. So what you get? You get lead iodide PbI2 plus KNO3. Okay children. So lead when reacts with iodine, actually this is colorless. Lead nitrate is colorless. After reacting with iodine it produces yellow precipitate. So keep in your mind children, even for precipitation reaction, precipitate means the substance with insoluble substance without dissolving will settle down, that is called precipitate. So PPT in short form we call precipitate, yellow precipitate. plus potassium nitrate. So they asked you change in color. So first it was colorless. After reacting, it produces colored substance. Okay children. Now come to change in temperature. So change in temperature, that means when you heat it, it will produce, when you heat it, it will produce some heat, or after reacting it produces heat. So you can take example calcium oxide plus water. Okay, so change in temperature. After undergoing reaction, it produces calcium hydroxide with the liberation of heat. Okay children, with the liberation of heat, calcium oxide, that is I told you quicklime, when made to react with water, it produces calcium hydroxide with the liberation of heat. You can take one more example, sodium hydroxide plus HCl. After reacting, sodium chloride plus water plus heat. Sodium chloride plus water plus heat. Okay children, so heat is, that is change in temperature, heat is released. And the third one is formation of precipitate. Just now I told you, here you can take this reaction also children, that you can take for precipitate, that is same PbNO3 twice plus potassium iodide. After reacting, PbI2 plus KNO3 potassium nitrate. This is a yellow precipitate, PPT. Next question is, when lead oxide plus carbon is made to react, when lead oxide plus carbon is made to react, you get lead plus carbon dioxide. Manganese, this is manganese dioxide, manganese dioxide. Mg is magnesium, Mn is manganese. When manganese dioxide is made to react with hydrochloric acid, you get manganese chloride plus water plus chlorine. So in this, what you have to do is, what is redox reaction, they are asking. After seeing this, what is redox reaction? Identify the substance oxidized and the substance reduced in the above reaction. So what is redox reaction children? The reaction which has both, the reaction which has both oxidation and reduction reaction is called redox reaction. Okay children, for example, same PbO plus C, you get Pb plus carbon dioxide. The equation is, we will check the balance, whether it is Pb1, here 1, oxygen here 1, here 2, so put 2 here, 2 Pb, so 2, 2O, O2, carbon is 1, 1. Okay children. Now they are asking, what is redox reaction? You have written, which has both. Now for example, lead. What is oxidation reduction? Oxidation reaction is addition of oxygen is called oxidation reduction. Oxidation reaction. Removal of oxygen is called reduction reaction. Now here lead oxide, from lead oxide oxygen is removed. Oxygen is removed. So this is called removal of ox or reduction reaction. It is called reduction reaction. Oxygen is removed from lead oxide. Got it? And carbon is added with oxygen children. Carbon is added. This is called oxidation reaction. So if a reaction has both removal as well as addition, this is called redox reaction. That is what the reaction which has both oxidation and reduction reaction is called redox reaction. Now identify the substance oxidized, they are asking. What is the substance which is oxidized? Carbon is added with oxygen. Okay, now you have to write carbon is oxidized. Okay children, carbon is oxidized. Carbon is added with oxygen. So the answer is carbon is oxidized. And the substance reduced. Which is the substance reduced? Lead oxide is reduced to lead, Pb. So lead oxide is reduced to lead. Understood children? And in this equation, MnO2 plus 4HCl. In this equation, So what is oxidized, what is reduced? So in this reaction, Mn oxide is reduced to magnesium chloride. So oxygen is removed. So you have to write magnesium is reduced. Magnesium oxide is reduced to magnesium chloride, Cl2. Magnesium oxide is reduced to MnCl2. Got it, children? And what is oxidized? What is oxidized here? H. H is added with water. So hydrogen is oxidized to water. This is what you have to write, children. This is also very important for exam, children. Identify the types of reactions they will ask. So they have given you methane plus oxygen will give you carbon dioxide plus water. So what type of reaction is? Methane is oxidized. So we call it as combustion. So any substance when made to react with oxygen to form a product, we call it as combustion reaction. Any substance when burnt or oxidized with oxygen, we call it as combustion reaction. You can even write combustion reaction, or you can even say oxidation reaction. See, children, oxidation. So carbon is added with oxygen. Carbon is added with oxygen. Therefore, we call it as oxidation reaction. And even hydrogen also is added with water. Carbon also is added with water. So we call it as oxidation reaction. Combustion reaction or oxidation reaction. Okay, children. Second one, lead nitrate. When made to react with potassium iodide, you get lead iodide plus potassium nitrate. So what type of reaction they are asking? This is equation has to be balanced, children. What type of reaction is this? This is double displacement. So why it is called double displacement? Here exchange of Pb is exchanging here and potassium is exchanging with Pb. So here you can say exchange of radicals or exchange of ions to form two different products. So this is called double displacement. Double displacement reaction. Got it, children? So lead is exchanging the radicals with potassium. Potassium is exchanging with lead. So lead iodide, potassium nitrate. So double displacement reaction. And what is the third one is CaO plus water. You get CaOH twice. And here this is yellow precipitate, children, PPT. This even you have to remember precipitation reaction also. So here calcium oxide when made to react with water, you get calcium hydroxide. So what type of reaction this is? This is called combination. Two or more reactants are combining to form a single product. So this is called combination reaction. Combination reaction. Now the fourth one is copper sulfate. When made to react with zinc, you get zinc sulfate plus copper. You have to remember copper sulfate is blue color, children. When made to react with zinc, it loses color, and zinc sulfate, you get a zinc sulfate, which is you can write colorless. So zinc is displacing copper out. Zinc is displacing copper out, or else you can write like this: zinc plus CuSO4, you get zinc sulfate plus copper. So zinc is displacing copper. Zinc is, if you see the reactive series, zinc is more reactive than copper. So zinc is more reactive than copper. Copper is less reactive than zinc. So the more reactive element will displace the less reactive element or weak element. So zinc is displacing copper. So this is called which reaction? Displacement. Single displacement reaction. Single displacement reaction. Now very important, this question also, state the reasons for the following, children. So potato chips manufactured filled with packets of chips with nitrogen gas. The reason is why potato chips packets are filled with nitrogen gas. The reason is nitrogen gas plays a very important role in keeping the food items fresh. The first reason is to avoid rancidity. To avoid rancidity. What is rancidity? A foul smell or bad smell which is caused because of the fatty substances present in the food items. To reduce that foul smell or bad smell, nitrogen gas is used. And also nitrogen gas keeps the food item fresh and crispy. Okay, to keep first is to avoid rancidity and to keep the food items fresh and crispy, nitrogen gas is added. Okay children. The second one is iron articles are shining when new but get coated with reddish brown powder when left for some time, because iron reacts with oxygen to form iron oxide. Iron oxide. So you can balance the 2Fe. Here 3 are there, put 2. So if you put 2 here, 4. 2 2s are 4. 2 3s are 6. So 3. So iron, when made to react with oxygen, you get iron oxide. So this iron oxide is also called ferric oxide. Ferric oxide, which is nothing but rust. Okay children. So the reason is because iron reacts with oxygen present in the air to form oxide, that is called rust, and that's why reddish brown coat is found on iron. The next question is, write the essential condition for the following reaction to take place. So when silver bromide is made to react, you get silver plus bromine. So they are asking you, write one application of this reaction. Write the essential condition for the following reaction to take place. So what is the condition for the reaction to take place is, if you take silver bromide in the presence of sunlight, the condition is sunlight, you get silver plus bromine. So balance the equation. Ag is 1, your Br is 2, so 2, 2. So what is the condition to undergo the reaction is sunlight. Sunlight is needed for silver bromide to produce silver plus bromine. And write one application they asked. So what is the use of this type of reaction is used in the photography. In photography, this type of reaction is used. Okay children. Now second one is, complete the following chemical equation of a chemical reaction. So they give you like this. You have to write the complete chemical equation. So when iron sulfate is heated, then on heating, iron oxide plus, this is the only reaction where you can see two types of same gases produced, sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide. Keep this in your mind children. Sulfur dioxide and sulfur. When iron sulfate is heated, you get iron oxide, sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide. State the type of chemical reaction and chemical equation that take place in the following. First one is, magnesium wire is burnt in air. Magnesium wire is burnt in air. So you have to give the chemical equation for this and state what type of reaction it is children. First one is, magnesium wire is burnt in air. So Mg is a solid. When burnt in air, it is gas. You have to write the symbols children. Then 2MgO, you get solid. So balance the equation. 2MgO2 2. So what type of reaction is this? Is two or more reactants are combining to form a single product, which is called combination reaction. Combination reaction. Understood children? The second one, electric current is passed through water. Yes, electric current is passed through water. Electric current is passed, electricity, then it decomposes to hydrogen plus oxygen. This is liquid. You get gas. Okay, H2, O2, here only 2 you have to add. 2 2s are 4. So 2 2s are 4H, 2O, O2. The third one is ammonia and hydrogen. So NH3 is ammonia. It is a gas. In the question only it's written as gas. Then you get ammonium chloride. When ammonia is made to react with hydrogen chloride gas, you get ammonium chloride, which is a solid. What is this? Two or more reactants are combining to form a single product. So combination reaction. This question is also very important, children. Write the balanced chemical equation for the following. So first one is when phosphorus burns in presence of chlorine to produce phosphorus pentoxide. So phosphorus P4 is a solid, is burnt in the presence of chlorine. So you have to write Cl2. This is also gas. Then you get PCl, phosphorus pentachloride, which is again a solid. We have to check whether the equation is balanced. P4, here only one P is there. So to make it 4, put 4 here. So P4, 4P. How many chlorine? 4 5s are 20. Here you have 2. So to make it 20, 10 2s are 20. Okay children, the equation is balanced. And the next, they asked you only to balance the equation. Second one, burning of natural gas. Methane is a natural gas. When you burn it, it is a gas. In the presence of oxygen gas, you get carbon dioxide plus water. You get carbon dioxide and water. So balance the equation, 1 carbon, 1 carbon. 4 atoms of H, here only 2. So put 2. So 2 2s are 4. And how many atoms of oxygen? 2. Here 2 and here 2, it becomes 4. So again you put 2. 2 2s are 4. 2 plus 2, 4. Equation is balanced. So this is liquid, this is gas. Okay children. Now the third equation is process of respiration. You know, during respiration, food, what is that? C6H12 with the help of oxygen and water. The food is combined. The food is combined with the help of oxygen and water, okay, to release or to produce carbon dioxide plus water with a large amount of energy. So the reaction is, the food is combined with the oxygen and water. So you have to always remember 6CO2, 6H2O, 6CO2 plus 12H2O. This is the equation. If you balance also, you get the same children. C6, C6, 12H, here 12H, here 12H, 24. So 12 2s are 24. How many atoms of oxygen? 6 plus 12. Here 6, here 12 plus 6. So 12 plus 6, 18. 18 plus 6, 24. 6 2s are 12 plus 12, 24. Okay children. So the process of respiration, C6H12O6 plus 6O2 plus 6H2O will give rise to 6CO2 plus 12H2O with the release of energy. This question also is very important children. What is observed when a solution of potassium iodide is added to a solution of lead nitrate? So what is absorbed? So what is absorbed when a solution of potassium iodide is added to a solution of lead nitrate? Lead nitrate PbNO3 twice is added to potassium iodide Ki. So what is noticed here? You get lead iodide PbI2, which is a yellow precipitate. You have to remember what is observed, a yellow precipitate. This is colorless. When made to react with lead iodide, you get yellow precipitate and potassium nitrate, which is aqueous solution. Okay children, so this is also aqueous solution. This is also aqueous solution. Aqueous means when mixed in water you get solution, soluble substance. We call aqueous solution. You get yellow insoluble substance, yellow precipitate. So this is lead nitrate. Lead nitrate is made to react. This is potassium iodide. This is potassium iodide. You get yellow. You get potassium nitrate. Okay children, when lead nitrate is made to react with potassium iodide, you get yellow precipitate. So what is observed? A yellow precipitate is found or yellow precipitate is produced. And name the type of reaction. What type of reaction is this? This is a double displacement reaction. Double displacement reaction. Okay children, see here exchange of ions or exchange of radicals takes place, and write a balanced equation. So we'll balance. Lead is 1 atom of lead, here 1. Here nitrogen is 2. Here only 1, put 2. So oxygen is 6. 2 3s are 6. Here potassium is 1. Make it 2. 2K. 2K. 2I, I2. Okay children, the equation is balanced. These type of questions are also very important children. Write the chemical reactions taking place when carried out with the help of iron reacts with steam. So answer is iron reacts with, iron is Fe. Reacts with steam, you have to write water. So iron is solid. Water is, or steam they said, no? So you have to put gas. And what you get when iron is made to react with water or steam, you get ferric oxide or iron oxide with the liberation of hydrogen gas, and this is solid. Okay children, so we'll balance the equation. F is 1, here it is 3, so 3. Oxygen is 4, here it is only 1, add 4. Hydrogen is 4 2s are 8, here only 4, 2, so make it 4. 4 2s are 8, 4 2s are 8. 4 oxygen atoms, here also 4. 3 iron atoms, Fe3. Equation is balanced. Then magnesium reacts with dilute HCl, dilute hydrochloric acid. So Mg plus HCl, what happens? Magnesium chloride plus hydrogen gas. Hydrogen gas. Magnesium chloride plus hydrogen gas. So magnesium when made to react with the hydrochloric acid, dilute. This is dilute hydrochloric acid. You get magnesium chloride. Okay. Then with the liberation of hydrogen gas. So we'll balance the equation. Mg. 2 atoms of chlorine. Here only 1. Add 2. 2H2, 2H. Equation is balanced. Then copper is heated with air. When copper is heated with air, so air means oxygen you have to take, copper oxide. So we'll balance the equation. Copper Cu, here 1 Cu, here 1 Cu, oxygen is 2 here only 1, so 2. So 2 Cu, 2 Cu. Right. For write one example for each children. For electricity, the first one is when you made to react water. Water when you heat it, when you pass electricity, hydrogen plus oxygen. So H2, O2, so 2 you have to put. 2 2s are 4. So 2 2s are 4. Equation is balanced. For the second one, for heat, you can take PbNO3 twice. On heating, you get Pb lead oxide plus nitrogen dioxide plus oxygen. So we'll check. Pb is 1, here 1. Nitrogen is 2, here only 1 is there, put 2. Okay, oxygen is 6, here 1. 2 2s are 4, 5, 6. Okay children, so once again we'll check. Lead is 1, here 1. Nitrogen is 2. Here 2 nitrogen. Here 2 nitrogen. Oxygen is 3 2s are 6. So here 1, 2 2s are 4, here 2. So here 1 oxygen, here 4 oxygen, 2 2s are, here 2, 4, 5, 6, here 7, here 6 oxygen are there. So to make it 7, here this side 7, here only 6, so add 2 here. Okay, now 2 Pb, put 2 Pb. Okay children, 2 Pb, 2 Pb. Now come to nitrogen now. Nitrogen is here 2, 2 2s are 4, so make it 4. Okay children, 4. Now oxygen, 3 2s are 6, 6 2s are 12, here 12. Here we'll check 2O plus 4 2s are 8 plus 2, 8 plus 2 10, 10 12. Equation is balanced. And for light, third one, for light, that is you can take silver bromide. When made to exposed to sunlight, you get silver plus bromine. Silver plus bromine. Silver bromide. So Ag is 1. Here silver bromide. Silver bromide. When exposed to sunlight, you get silver plus bromine. So you can take Br is 2. Here only 1. 2. 2 Br. 2 Ag. So this is how you can give the equation for electricity, heat and light. This type of questions also are very important children. Like a solution of substance X is used for whitewash. What is that substance X they are asking. So for whitewash, what substance we use? So we use calcium oxide, which is a solid. Okay. State the chemical reaction of X with water. So when you made to react with water, you get calcium hydroxide. Okay children. So this is plus heat is, it produces hissing sound along with the liberation of heat. So the substance X is calcium. Calcium oxide is the substance X. Okay children. Then why does the color of the copper sulfate change with iron? Why does the copper sulfate solution change when iron nail is dipped in it? Second answer is B. This is B, this is A. So because when iron is a solid, when you make it to react with copper sulfate solution, you get iron sulfate with the liberation of copper. Copper is displaced. Iron displaces copper because iron is more reactive than copper. So why does the color of copper sulfate solution? What is the copper sulfate solution? Blue color. Copper sulfate solution is blue. This becomes pale green color. Pale green color. Why? Because iron displaces. You have to write because iron displaces. Because iron displaces copper from copper sulfate solution to form iron sulfate, which is green in color. You have to write like this children. So iron displaces copper because iron is more reactive than copper, and because why it copper sulfate solution changes its color? Because iron is displacing copper. The blue color is because of copper. Now that copper is displaced with iron, so the color changes. Okay children, so we have come to the end of the lesson, which are very important for your exam. In the next video I am going to give you some more important questions related to acid, bases and salts. Thank you.